So I feel indifferent because I know there's players out there who normally run with randoms that have just a ton of IQ, but they can't really showcase that IQ or their skill set because they're running with randoms. Should comp pro-am teams be allowed in the rec center? Some players out there may feel like I asked and answered the question in the same breath, and I get it totally. If you're a comp pro-am team, you should be in the pro-am arena playing against competitive teams. I understand a lot of you guys' frustrations in going into the rec center as a random and then playing against squads with good chemistry running a 2-3 zone. That could equate to the ultimate level of frustration. It's almost a guaranteed L running against a good squad with good chemistry while you're running with random. So I understand your pain, but is this a 2K issue or is this a user issue? Because all too often I'm on live stream, 2K has introduced this new quest where if you get 100 rec center wins, you will get a racing suit. So I've been chasing that. We're less than 10 games away from getting that racing suit. What I'm getting at here is that 2K has encouraged players to go into the rec center, being that they have encouraged players like myself to go into the rec center. And I do have a great Discord community that I would love to invite you guys to in case you guys are running with randoms and you want to be able to find players to build chemistry with. You could do that in our Discord. We have a ton of players in Discord, over 15,000 members. You guys are welcome to join Discord and find players to run with. But I would also like to touch base on the idea that why can't squads go into the rec center? Why can't squads play against other squads in the rec center? Maybe you have one player on your team that hasn't developed enough chemistry with the entire team, so you don't want to take that into the pro-am arena because that's not pro-am ready, but it may be casual rec gameplay ready. So you can help build up some chemistry with more players. Every time I go into the rec center, it's not like we have the ultimate squad. That's not to say that I don't understand the frustration of a random going into the rec center, not knowing anybody, with no level of communication, no structure to their team, while they're facing a 2-3 defense with great rotations and good chemistry with good communication. So I could understand that ultimate level of frustration. I don't recommend that you guys go into the rec center with randoms. Again, if you're looking for players, join our Discord. But some players just want to get into a 5v5 game mode. And I personally feel like 2K should introduce and implement a 5v5 no squads game mode. To me, it actually just sounds like a mess. I do got to say that I really enjoy 3v3 no squads to, test out my player and see what he's about out there. And 3v3 no squads, if you find just two players with a decent amount of IQ and a decent skill set, you guys could run it up. But in the rec center, that means you have to find 4 players with a decent amount of skill, and that's just like double the difficulty there. And maybe this has to do more so with like matchmaking with 2K, how they match up players on the same team and then match those players up against another team. Maybe 2K needs to take a deeper dive into their matchmaking system. That could be the issue as well. But I would like to elaborate more so on whether it's a 2K issue or a user issue, because I don't believe players should be blamed for going into a game mode that they actually enjoy, especially when there aren't any restrictions on that game mode to go in with a squad. So I feel indifferent because I know there's players out there who normally run with randoms that have just a ton of IQ, but they can't really showcase that IQ or their skill set because they're running with randoms. If you're one of those players, that feels like you have a ton of IQ and feel like you just need an opportunity to show your skill set without having some superhero out there holding the ball for 24 seconds, then maybe it's due time that you find a gaming community similar to our Discord to find some players to run with and build up that chemistry, so that way you can go into the rec center and have a more enjoyable experience until 2K implements a 5v5 no squads type of game mode. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below about comp pro-am teams or comp squads going into the rec center and just taking advantage, beating up on randoms out there. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What can 2K do to fix all of this and hopefully make it a better and more enjoyable experience for you guys going into the rec center and running with randoms? Hope you guys found this video helpful and or informative, and if you did, please consider dropping a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as we intend to have a ton of 2K22 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.